A spell that transforms humans to anything, and you turned me into an orc? A spell that transforms humans to anything, and you turned me into an orc? A spell that transforms humans to anything, and you turned me into an orc?
Hi everybody, do you hear me? Everything is okay with the sound and the video? Let me check. I will open a new screen on my phone, so I can check with a new screen. I don't have second screen, I only have one screen. So I will try to read your comments in here. Read your comments. Okay, so let me do an announcement to the Discord server, maybe. Okay. So I will do an announcement. Okay. Okay, so we can start right now. Everything is okay, and you also say that sound is okay, video is okay, everything is okay. Then I can show you what I'm going to talk about today, so that you have an idea about what you will see in this video today. And so let me change it. So first thing first, we will check the previous live session very fast. I don't spend too much time on that, but I will recap everything inside the previous live session, and I will try to cover what I did in the part 2 very fast, and then I will switch back to ZBrush and I will show you how you should set up Metahuman mesh, and also its topology, and also its important areas like inner mount, because this is an important topic actually, the inner mount, how you should set up them. I will cover that one, and then I will go back to Maya. Inside Maya, I will open Metapipe. I will try to show you maybe how you can install it as well, and then we can create a custom Metahuman with Metapipe, and then we will export the blend shapes, and then we will sculpt on the blend shapes, and I will try to analyze each shape inside Metahuman. And also I have a Photoshop file that I created before to use by myself, which is this one. In here, I will also demonstrate all of those expressions, necessary expressions actually, because there are 700 blend shapes in Metahumans, but not all of them is that much important. For example, moving ears is not that important, but moving the mouth area, eye area is little important. So I will show you and demonstrate everything inside this Photoshop file with this reference lines, so that you will be able to see the natural pose and also the posed version. And then I will demonstrate. I will go back to Maya and open my XGen scene that I created for Golem character. I won't show the grooming, how you do the grooming with XGen, but I will show you how you can export them after you create those curves and setup in here. And then I will open Unreal Engine, do all the setup. Maybe I also assign an animation for this inside Unreal Engine. And then I will make that finish. And at the end of this video, I think you will understand every topic of Metahumans. You will understand the concept. You will understand how you will be able to change it. You will understand how you should approach Metahumans. And you can create actually any kind of character with any kind of quality. Metahumans allows everything. The quality is according to your skills, and you can create very hyper-realistic characters. You can create stylistic characters. This is not related to Metahuman limitations. This is not related to Metapipe related limitations as well. It's all about your skills, all about your 3D knowledge. But I will show you how you should approach, so that you will know that how you can improve yourself, how you can change Metahumans inside Maya, Metapipe, and Unreal Engine. So let me check quickly the comments if everything is okay. And okay, so everything is okay. I also, if you have any questions, I will, let me check it. Okay, if you have any questions, please ask me in the process. I can explain it very detailed so that you can understand everything and you don't miss anything inside this video. So let's start with recapping the live session. So inside this live session, I started a character, random character inside this stream. I choose to sculpt Golem character. Then I realized it's a bad idea, because then I am compared with Weta Digital, and my work will look very cheap because of that. So that, anyways, I want to show you the process. The quality is like, it's all about your skills. That's not important, but I will show you to make any character with any quality. I will show everything inside this video. So inside here, I opened ZBrush, sculpted everything, and while sculpting, I also explained how I sculpt models, how I open references, and how I approach concept arts, real video, images. And then after that, I also showed how you can create eye sockets, mouth sockets, inner mouth, inner eyes, and those eyelid area. I also showed that one because this is important. Metahuman topology contains eye socket and mouth socket, so that you need to have those to work with Metahuman topology and make a clean sculpt. So I showed those ones inside here, and then I showed Z-Wrap process where I go inside Wrap 3D and import my custom mesh and import Metahuman topology. I wrapped Metahuman topology to my custom sculpted mesh, and then in here also you can see that I wrapped the whole face, and then I go back to ZBrush, fixed inside the mouth area also some intersection lines like the eye fold and corners of the mouth, because while wrapping Metahumans you may get issues for them. I fixed those in the video, and then go back to Metapipe, did a quick setup to show you actually a basic setup of custom Metahuman, and finished the video inside there. And then after that I go back to this character by myself without opening a live stream. I've sculpted this character. And while sculpting, as you can see, I switched back to Unreal Engine and ZBrush. That is because of ZBrush doesn't have a good lighting system, a good rendering system. So I need to see everything in correct lights, correct shaders, and I need to see the result inside Unreal Engine. So between those switches, I actually do nothing on the sculpt. I just export the sculpt, import it inside Unreal Engine, just look at the sculpt inside Unreal Engine. I also didn't record the texturing part because texturing part was a little bit long for me. But inside Unreal, I just import the textures, checked it. If anything is wrong on the textures, I go back to Substance Painter, paint it, go back to the lighting, and see everything with Unreal Engine rendering, lighting setup, and then go back to the sculpt. If proportions or shapes is not there, I sculpt again, and finally I decided to stop somewhere because also I need to have time for other stuffs for Metapipe. I need to improve the Metapipe as well, etc. So I stopped there and I started to sculpt expressions, which I'm going to talk about today. Okay, so this is a recap for our live streams. Maybe I shouldn't. No, okay. And okay, so let's go back to this sculpt. So first things first, I need to explain to you the inner mouth section. This is important. Why? Because right now you don't see the inner mouth, but when you're moving mouth, when you're creating expressions, you will see that inner mouth. So if it has a bad structure, or if it has bad deformations, you will directly see all of them in the motion, and you won't like this. So what I do in here is I just come here and hide this area. Or maybe we can do a polygroup for this. Maybe I can... by the way, you can use any software. I use ZBrush because I know ZBrush. I don't know Blender, but you can do exact same thing inside Blender as well. That is totally okay. So inside here, I will go and mask, actually isolate my inner mouth by doing polygroup in here. Okay, so I think I have an issue with the cam, but let me check. Okay. So you hear me. That's all okay. You can hear my voice. So in here, I will I will make two polygroups, and by doing this I can see inner mouth. So as you can see, it is not looking great. So it's because of this upper side is deformed in a bad way. So if I go here and put my teeth mesh, so this is our teeth mesh. This is Metahuman topology teeth mesh, and you can use this one. I just exported it from starter scene inside here, or you can export it from Metahuman Quixel bridge scene. So inside here, if you hide this, you will see that Metahuman topology mesh. You can export this directly in here as an OBJ, and inside here you can import it as OBJ. This is just for placement. I need to get the shape of it, and maybe if you already have a mouth shape, it should be fit to here, or if not, you can create it inside Metahuman Metapipe process and then export it again and come back here and fix your actual head mesh. So okay, I will read your questions. I think I see one of them. Do you have any idea how to save DNA file from Maya without using Metapipe? Yes, you can search about DNA calibration tools, Epic Games DNA calibration tools. It is inside GitHub. Let me show you. GitHub, Epic Games DNA calibration. If you search it like this, you will see Epic Games Metahuman DNA calibration GitHub codes. This is a Python code library that you can create your own DNAs by using Python. if you know Python, you can use this one. But if you don't know any coding, actually there is no way you can create it by your own. There are some tools like Metapipe or any other, if you find any other tool as well. But you need to know Python to use these codes. Also, Metapipe free version has this setup. So inside free version, actually, you don't need to know a Python, but you need to install Metapipe, and you can use it. You can use all of these save DNA, load DNA inside Metapipe free version, and you can create DNAs with free inside free version. Okay. Do you still have plans on doing a video for the custom topology full body Metapipe pipeline? I think yes, but I'm not sure when, because I also want to make some updates, some important updates for Metapipe. And after that, I think it will be easier for me to create content, because right now I'm very busy with those updates, but I will create more content after I finish my tasks. Hi, is it safe to modify the teeth mesh as long as the topology is preserved? Are there any restrictions on position or so? Thank you. Okay, yes, let's talk about that as well while talking about the teeth in here. Right now we have Metahuman topology teeth, and I can also show you my golem teeth that I sculpted it from here. I just imported this Metahuman teeth mesh and then just maybe smooth it and moved everything. Maybe you can close symmetry and create some different shapes. I recommend this workflow. I don't recommend any custom topology teeth because I think you don't need to use them. This topology is already great, and you can able to change from here easily while using move topological brush or move brush. So you can create this one. There is no restrictions. Only restriction is to keep the topology and UVs same. Other than that, you can do any shape like this in here. Like you can do this. Like you can do anything. And in here, as you can see, this is golem's teeth. I used directly like this, and Metapipe automatically changed everything. And okay, so go back to here. Actually, if you just give me a second, I can try to fix my camera, because if I show you this one with my camera, I think it would be better. Okay, I will try to open my camera. So I guess my camera is a little heated, that's why it is closed, I guess. But let me check. This one, no signal. Why there is no signal? Okay, I will try one more time, one last time, and if it is not working, I won't try it anymore. Just one last time. Okay. And let's see. No. It's not working. Okay, I won't try it anymore. Ah, okay. It's back. Oh, that's nice. And I can... Okay, that's nice. So, and while doing inner side of the mouth, you can check your inner side of the mouth by your with your tongue, and you will see that, you will feel that the tongue touches your teeth while you are in neutral pose. Inner surface touching with your teeth. So we will do the same. I will go back here and I will try to first I need to change this. Okay. So I will go back here and I will try to move this, and you can do it in a clean way. I'm just showing you the roughly the process. I don't spend too much time on this. But while you are trying yourself, you can do it better. So I will make the inner mouth touch to the teeth mesh like this, and also I will give some space between tongue and the upper side of the inner mouth. And yeah, also maybe we can check it from here. So you can see that still it is not touching the teeth, but it should be. So just make it closer to the teeth mesh so that when you move your mouth and when we see the character's inner mouth while talking, everything will be clean. This is important. Important for a clean result. So you need to touch it like this and then switch it to here. Maybe you need to make touch in here as well. You can do it better. I just show you the process. So yeah. Also you can sculpt your mesh. You can make it rounded shapes like this and some smooth. Just clean up everything. Just make sure everything looks clean and there's no deformation inside the mouth and also outside the mouth. So like this. And I have a version that actually did all of the stuff. Let me show you. I guess it's this. So this is the final mesh of the golem. I also created this body, but I didn't do too much thing on this. I just want to show you how you should deal with the famous fixed pose function. I will show you how you should deal with it. That's because of that purpose. So we can check inside the mouth. as you can see, my teeth mesh touching to the sides of the inner mouth, and also I have enough gap between upper side and the lower side. As you can see, I have a gap in here. So these are all necessary. If you sculpt here, like if you put this upper side here, then you will get issues. Why? Because the character will move upper lip, and when it moves, it will directly intersect with that inner mouth, and you will see the inner mouth directly in a bad way. So okay, also I also recommend to keep the corners like this. If the corners looks like this, the topology of the corners, you will also get issues. Make sure everything is straight and looking good. Maybe I could do it better if I move it like this. Maybe if I did it like this, it would be better actually. And okay, this is all I can say for the inner mouth. And now we can move on to the next step. So we fixed the inner mouth, we sculpted the teeth mesh, we have a custom teeth, we have a custom Metahuman head mesh. This is Metahuman topology that I wrapped before in the first stream. You can check that, how I wrapped it. And now we can maybe go back to Metapipe and let's create our first rig, custom Metahuman. And let's export our blend shapes to outside, and we can use them inside Blender or ZBrush, anything else. Also, let me check if you have any questions. Okay, I think everything looks good. So, inside Metapipe, let me show you how we can install it before, maybe, in here. So, if I just rename my old file. So, when you download your files inside ArtStation, you have a RAR file with Metapipe 2023, 2024, 2022. Those are related to your Maya version. If you are using 2023, for example, you should choose Metapipe Studio 2023. Those are Maya versions numbers, not Metapipe version number. So go back to here and extract RAR. Inside here you will have an exe file. The setup is very easy. Just run this, and if you don't have free version, first you need to click on this and then click on install Metapipe, and you will sign a license agreement, and then everything will be installed automatically. That's all. And then I won't do it because I don't want to break the connections inside Maya right now. So, and then you will go here and open shelf. You will find Metapipe 2. You will run Metapipe 2. And this is the UI. For the ones who don't know Metapipe or never heard of it, it is a Metahuman customization tool that we did a year, 2 years ago. It allows you to create DNAs, customization of Metahuman, and you are able to change the blend shapes. Everything works inside Unreal Engine, etc. You can find all the information in the channel. So when I open this, you should also check the whole tutorial list for creation of starter scene, body DRV file, etc. Everything inside YouTube channel. You can check it from Arsene Spell's YouTube channel. And inside here we have playlists. Inside those playlists, the latest version is Metapipe 2.4. You can open that one and you can check all of those tutorials inside here. You may say that there is too much tutorials, but they are just short tutorials. Every tutorial is like 1 minute, 2 minutes. It's very fast to complete every single one of them. So let's go back here, and I will open my starter scene to refresh everything. This is created before while we do the installation process. This is a Metahuman DNA that we saved before, and right now it is not connected to the rig, and we also updated it to the 2.4.01. It's now available on the ArtStation. I updated it today. What we added it's just a quick fix. When you click on this C button in here, while nothing is selected, it will fix all of those moved controllers to its initial position. So I will click on this and everything is set to the initial position. This is a quick fix. Also, we fixed a little bugs on the blend shape button, but I will get it there later. So I will load the DNA. This will load our DNA data inside Maya. In this process, you need to press first load DNA and then you need to first press load DNA, and that starts your process. Then you need to do your modifications without closing Maya, because if you close Maya, everything will gone until you press save DNA. Between load DNA and save DNA, do not close Maya, because also it is a very fast process. You don't need to close Maya, but sometimes it happens, so just saying. And I will open my custom meshes inside here. So normally eyes and head is enough, but if you have body, you must add the body, or you have issues inside body skeleton. It won't match, because some skeletons in here is common, as you can see. So this joint need to check the body mesh, because from the head mesh it cannot guess where to put this joint. So we need to have this body as well in this part. But you will see it will be invisible after the process. It's not important. We will set up it again. And I will select all of my meshes. Also, you can add eyelashes, eye shells, cartilage meshes, anything Metahuman topology, anything that shares the Metahuman topology is working with joint transform. So if you have custom versions of those meshes, you can put them and everything will be fine. So I will select all of them. I have a custom teeth in here also. I will put this mesh inside this process, and head, eyes, teeth, body, hit joint transform. It will calculate everything according to my meshes. It takes approximately 20 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. It depends on your system and computer, but as you can see, it is done. Right now you can still do your modifications. For example, I have an issue inside here, but not a big issue. I can easily fix that by moving the vertices. It's that easy. You don't need to do anything else. You can fix it like this, and if everything is okay, we can save the DNA. And this will also may take some time, because this will rebuild everything from scratch by using the DNA calibration codes. It will calculate all of the joints again, and it will do all of the connections again, the blend shape connections, the joint connections, because as you see, as you saw, it was not working for the face right now. The control board trick wasn't working, but right now it reveals everything, and it will work after save DNA, and you will be able to test everything after save DNA. So let me check you have any questions. Right now all okay, I guess. Okay. Exciting part is coming. The blend shape part is coming. So here we have our mesh, and as you can see, my modification on the vertices worked. And let's check. So okay, everything is working right now. I just move so many controllers, that's why it's looking not good, but you can maybe check it like this. So it's all okay. Right now, you can either go with the toggle panel and prepare to export, build body and export the Unreal Engine, or you may want to fix blend shapes. So Metapipe doesn't change the joint rotations, joint range, so that affects the this eye blink blend shape, because we cannot change the rotation range. It just limits to a specific range. So if you have bigger eyes, different shape of eyes, you cannot get it closed at the first stage. But if we can fix it by blend shape, everything will work okay. So let's do blend shape export. I will export everything inside here by clicking blend shape exports. So that will create our blend shapes. It will export it inside output folder, inside DNA calibration output blend shapes folder, and as you can see, we have all of those blend shapes. Okay, so let's open our blend shapes. I go back to ZBrush. I use ZBrush. You can use any software. Multi-map export, subtool master, multi-append, and go to blend shapes I will select everything and open them inside ZBrush. First thing first, let's make eyes visible, and let's make our teeth visible so that we can see our mesh and those meshes, eye meshes and teeth mesh, because you need to see all of those meshes to sculpt accurate shapes. So some of them, as you can see, it is written on the name, brow down. As you can see, it is brow down. Brow lateral is like this shape, and brow raise is another. I will show every shape, maybe in here I can show you also, and then I can go here and maybe we can analyze how all blend shapes work, etc, etc. So first of all, let me show you something. Inside here I go to 3 dots, shape editor, and inside shape editor, let's close everything first. I will open only head LOD 0 mesh blend shapes, and as you can see there are 700 blend shapes, which is scary. Yes, I know, but not every one of them is necessary. As you can see, you don't need to edit this shape, right? And there are too many shapes, like you don't need to maybe edit this shape because it's already there and it's okay to have it like this. The most important shapes are in this area. These are mouth muscles, represents each mouth muscle, and these are also important. These are like making this shape, purse, funnel. So these are necessary to create sounds. As you can see, while I say U sound, I create, I actually do that purse and funnel shape with my mouth. So we need those shapes as well. And we have mouth press, which we will need it, but it's also, it's good for now. I don't see any major deformation. Lips bite, maybe we need that as well. And lips tighten. Okay. Sorry. Yes, you're right. I will drag my camera. You can say something. Okay, yes, sorry. I will, okay. I put away. So, inside here, as you can see, the blend shapes. And let me show you something. So, every single controller represents a single shape. That's okay. We can guess it, I guess. But here is the thing. If I enable this and if I enable that one as well, do you see? Now we have 3 shapes, but we activated 2 shapes. So this is because of the combination blend shapes. So this third one, the brow raise one, works when both of them activated. So if I deactivate it, as you can see, this one also decreasing. If I activate it, and if I deactivate this, also again, it is deactivating. So this third shape works together with those two shapes. And here is the thing. Most of the shapes are in here are combination shapes. So I can tell you that there are roughly 250 controllers in here, and if each one of them represented a single shape, then we should have 200 shapes, 250 shapes, let's say. But because there are some combination blend shapes, we have like 700 blend shapes. And this is really hard to guess, actually, because those two have combination. Also, these two have also combination blend shape. Also, this three have also combination blend shape. Also, this four also have combination blend shape. So, if you fix all of them separately, you will only fix that specific blend shape. But in the speech process, you also the character is activating all of those controllers at the same time. So you will need to use those combination blend shapes while you are speaking. That's why Metapipe exports necessary blend shapes, which is all necessary combination blend shapes. Like it exports this first controller, and then it exports first and third together, and then it exports first, third, and not this one, maybe this one, the sixth one together. And that way you can sculpt on them, and you can import back, and Metapipe will automatically change like over 100, maybe 200 shapes at the same time, and you will get very clean results. That's why Metapipe is powerful in that topic. So let me show you the shapes first. This is natural mesh that I did before, and maybe I can. Okay, this is natural shape, and I created these lines to actually catch the facial features like jawline, lip line, and this area, and nose, etc. So this is all important shapes, so that we can see the change on those lines. When we activate the first controller like this, as you can see, if we analyze it, the corners is getting inside, and upper lip is going up. It is because of the facial anatomy, and maybe I can show you the facial anatomy if I can find a good image. Okay, maybe okay, maybe I can explain it right here. So right here, if I open it, so right here we have facial muscles inside our underskin, and some of those facial muscles pulls the lips up, some of them pulls the lips sides, some of them pulls the lips down, and some of them makes our face like a smile. So as you can see, there are some muscles like this one, as you can see, and this zygomaticus minor, etc., major, and these muscles. So each one of them actually we see inside here. You see that? So those muscles represents this controllers. So this is actually moving that muscle to the up. You see? Also, maybe you can try to do it by yourself. Like if you try to only move the upper lip. I don't know I can do it, but maybe you can look at the mirror and you can see the deformation inside here on your face, so that you can maybe practice it on your face. So these are muscles, and as you can see, this is deforming like this. And while we are sculpting our blend shapes, we can check actually this kind of shapes or this kind of images, or we can go back to our Maya scene maybe, and I don't know, let's do a starter scene. Maybe you can create a new scene and create a rigged build DNA. I will build the DNA with a rigged option, just to check the shapes in a mesh inside Maya at the same time while I'm sculpting the meshes. While it is opening, I can show you other shapes as well. So this is first, this is second, this is third. By the way, I numbered them, and in Metapipe you may see like mouth shape 1, mouth shape 2, mouth shape 3. The numbers come from the controllers. I will show you right here when it is loaded. Okay, so it starts from here, mouth shape 1, and continue from here to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is 7. Sometimes you can see this one is 8. It was a little mistake while I created the script for the first time. It's still looking as 8, but it is this one. Mouth 8 is this one. So don't be confused. This is mouth 7, and if you see it as 8, it is this one. Okay, so this is mode 3, which is 1, 2, 3 activated both same time, like this. And this is 4. And you can also check the lines and the points, that how it deformed actually. So that maybe you can do some relationships between lines, like I can clearly see that this corner is in the same curve or with the lower lip. You see that? If you see those relations and if you apply those relations to your models, it will look fantastic. I promise. It will look very good if you find those relations and if you try to mimic those differences, changes, you will get very clean expressions. Because if your natural mesh is like this and if you sculpt your smile in here, this won't work. This won't work. So you need to keep things you need to make things similar to original Metahuman. So this is 4th controller and this is 5th controller. When we activate this, we can see again, you can find the shapes like this, you can analyze. 6th controller, 7th controller, and then we will check the jaw open and maybe these shapes towards purse, funnel. Also, if you understand the logic behind the shapes, like what does those controllers represent in real life, you will understand it better. Because this purse is obviously like pursing the mouth. This is real representations. You know how to create it while looking mirror. For example, you can create it by yourself and check the deformations on your own. Like, get a mirror, get in front of it, and just do this, for example. I don't know if it's looking, but okay. So, get a mirror. And if you want to understand any deformation inside those controllers, just get a mirror, get in front of it, or you don't need to have a mirror. You have an iPhone or any other phone. Just open front camera, maybe press the recording, and go here and do it like this. And that way, you will see that deformations. Also, you can stop recording and play it in slow motion. So you will see every single deformations in those videos. Just if you need some references, you are the best reference while you may not find any other reference on the internet, because you can use yourself to be a reference. Just open the camera, close your eyes, open your eyes, close your eyes, and just play the video, check it, check how every single one of those points on the surface moving. Just analyze your skin, how it slides on your bones, etc. Everything. You can create your own reference library. So, okay. Let's see some questions. How can we use Metahuman rig transfer to bird or animal face, which eyes are not like human proportions? I tried, but results was odd from Metahuman creator. With the same logic, actually, if you are able to sculpt the shapes, and if you are able to sculpt expressions, you can create any shapes. If you find similarities between humans and animals, you can mimic exact same deformations inside your animal character. Actually, in animals and also in humans, so many things, so many muscles, bones are very similar. So, for example, they also have this pectoralis muscle, or they also have similar muscles on the arms, or in the leg, or maybe in the face. I didn't check all of the animals, but there are some similarities. So if you analyze the anatomy, or if you check reference of other artists' artworks, or maybe if you check animals, how they move their, for example, mouth area or eyes, you can create your own blend shapes. So you know that this first controller represents moving the lip, only the middle part of the lip to the up. So you know that. So you can create a similar effect on your custom animal or a custom shape. Just you need to analyze your shape, and maybe if you sculpt a gorilla, for example, or monkey, just check their videos, check National Geographic videos, I don't know, check documentaries. Inside there, you will see their emotions, facial mimics, facial expressions, and you will see how they move their face, what are the limitations, and you can sculpt those limitations to your mesh inside ZBrush while checking the structure of the Metahuman character. So I'm showing it to you. This is the structure of the Metahuman. Like, for example, this third controller. This third controller moves the lips to the sides, like doing smile expression. So animals also smile. Animals have a smile pose as well. They also have those muscles. They also do the same smile, but in a different way, in a different shape. So maybe you can catch those shapes and sculpt them inside ZBrush and test it inside Unreal. You may not maybe get it at once, but sculpt it, test it inside Unreal, sculpt it back, and fix it, refine it, go back to Unreal, test it again. If it is not working great, go back to ZBrush again, sculpt more, and do it again and again and again. Okay, so this is purse and this is funnel, this shape. Shh. This is like shh. This is funnel. Shh. And okay, now we can see some combination blend shapes. So this one in here, as you can see, I activated first one and the third one, and this is starting from here. The first one and the second one doesn't have a combination blend shape. I just checked everything inside shape editor so that you don't need to check it. If you want, you can check, but I'm just giving it to you as an information. First one and third one have a combination blend shape. As you can see, it's looking like this, and also you can still make relationships between the neutral mesh and posed mesh. And we have also 1 and 4th, 1 and 6th, 1, 7, 3, 4, 3, 6, 3, 7. And as you can see, we have a smile. You can sculpt a smile directly and assign it to the 3 and 7 blend shape. That is very good. That is very good. I think my cam is off again. Okay, it's not important. Let me check. I will check it. I need 10 seconds. Then I think. Okay, if it's not working, I won't try it anymore. No problem. Okay. I don't know. I think it's a little hidden. It gets a little heat. Okay, so you can sculpt 3 and 7, and you can get a smile. But also you need to sculpt the other ones as well. If you don't sculpt the 3 and 7 separately, it may not work. But I will show you how you can do this inside ZBrush. It's not that hard. So I will quickly show you every single necessary meshes, and also I will show them inside ZBrush as well. So this is 3, 7, 4, 6, 4, 7, 6, 7, and now we can go to 3 shape meshes. In here we have first one active, third one active, fourth one active, and 1, 3, 6, sorry, 1, 3, 7, 1, 4, 6, 1, 4, 7, 1, 6, 7, 3, 4, 6, 3, 4, 7, 3, 6, 7, and 4, 6, 7. And now we are going to 4 number shapes, which is first one active, third one active, fourth one active, and sixth one active. In here, as you can see, we never activate the second one and the fifth one. Those are independent shapes. Those are only works separately. but the other ones have combinations with each other. And as you can see, 1, 3, 4, 7, 1, 3, 6, 7, 1, 4, 6, 7, 3, 4, 6, 7, and then first one active, third one active, fourth one active, sixth one active, and seventh one active. We have 5 number blend shapes. So in here, Metapipe have a great function, which is if you import your single shapes inside Maya, it will generate these shapes according to your sculpts automatically. This is experimental. This may not be very perfect result, but it is a good way to have a base mesh to just fix little tiny areas and go back to the blend shape assign part again. And then we have mouth to the side and the other side, and we have combinations on these shapes as well. These 3 also combines together with each other like this towards purse, and then maybe towards funnel, and then purse funnel. I can show you like this, purse funnel, towards purse funnel, all together, 3 of them. And then they also combines with how complicated it is. Okay, they also combines with jaw shape, and jaw and towards, and then the list goes on like this. So I am showing this to you that you just be aware that there are some combination blend shapes and they all work together. You just know this, it's enough. In Metapipe, we have great solutions for that. So I can show you inside ZBrush as well. So you can also create a file like this, and then you can go here and paste every single image. Maybe I create a documentation later for this one. I'm not sure if I can do it right now. But you just put some lines to the facial features, and just analyze everything inside here. So let's get back to here. In here, what I do is, while sculpting my blend shapes, I will tell you the logic, because sculpting phase may take some time because you need to sculpt every single mesh. But also you don't need to spend so much time because you have a base. Like if you want, you may not fix this shape because it is already looking great. But if you say that, it is looking great, but I think this area looking too much, the brow area, so that we can maybe move it like this to make it natural, more natural. And it is looking better right now. And I don't need to sculpt everything from scratch. So if it is looking great, I can move on to the next shape. And in here, for example, I can only smooth this area, maybe. And maybe it looks okay to me. Or I can just sculpt here a little bit. And I have a clean shape. Next, if you don't want to go deep inside, if you're not obsessed with the great results, hyperrealism, etc., those will work okay. Those will work good, actually. But if you want to catch that realism, that real photograph feel, you may need spend much more time. But it's a little advanced. So if you are an advanced artist, those are like you already know the process takes time. But if you are a beginner, you just fix here, and maybe you can fix the topology in here as well. And the shape is fixed. This is for beginners right now. I will tell the other version as well. So I will go back here, and I can also fix this shape as well. Maybe like this, and it looks okay. Maybe I can smooth this area and make it a little bit smoother. And that's okay for maybe in the beginning. Then how we can improve our sculpts. So what I do is I closed. So this is eye closed, but it is not closed because of the eye rotation range, eye joint rotation range. We need to close them. But also I want to catch maybe the movement of the lower lid. So how can I do that? I have a method. What I do is first go back to my blend shapes folder, and to make it easier, nothing big in here, I just rename my shape to AAA because I want to find this shape in the beginning while doing my imports. Like if I import this shape, this neutral mesh in here as AAA, because right now I don't need to try to find the shape in here. It's in the beginning, first mesh, I can import it directly. This is my neutral mesh. So I go okay. So morph targets, stored morph targets. I will import my neutral mesh as a morph target so that I can compare and switch back to switch between them. And let's open outputs and this neutral shape. So right now let's create our animation by moving the morph slider. So as you can see, now it is looking like this in animation, for example. It will look like this. And as you can see, our lower eyelid already pulling inside. Like this. And I will switch. So I can switch between neutral mesh and the actual shape. And if I sculpt here, it will still be there. And also I can still switch. And also I can test it with slider. Okay, so this is a good tip. And I will make a polygroup for this area to isolate it to groups, and then group visible, visible to groups. Group visible. Okay. I just masked this area. Just do a polygroup. Now I can move the upper lid. And because of the mask, I cannot move here. So it gives me a great control. But I realized that I'm moving the natural mesh, sorry. I need to switch it. I need to move here. So also you need to check the topology as well, because as you can see, those edge loops are important and they are representing eyelid lines. And if you don't match the eyelid line in here, and if you put it here, then your skin will slide while closing. So you need to move this area as well. And maybe we can also mask the lower part so that I can move it easily. So let's say we closed it like this. But also, please do them with your references, because if you don't have reference, your results will look not good. Won't look good. Please get references. If you don't have any reference, just record yourself and check the lines. Or you can go here, go to the Maya, and maybe you can hide this mesh. And if you close the eye in Metahuman, you will see the movement actually. You see? And the final shape. Do you see the final shape? So try to catch that shape. Maybe you can analyze in a software. So this corner is here and this corner is here, and it is obviously below that point. And the shape is like this. And also, you can see the skin slides in here. So you can do the same thing here. You can check it by moving like this. Maybe we can clean it up a little bit. Also, make sure you have enough gap between your eye and your eyelid, because your eyelid or your character's eyelid has a thickness, and if you don't have that thickness, then in the motion you will get some weird deformations maybe. So in here, as you can see, we have gap like this. You know the length of the gap, length of the thickness, eyeballing, and you can make the same thickness in here. These are small details, but these are important actually. You need to catch those realism, because nothing is flat papers. It has thickness. You need to catch those thickness so that and also if you see some weird deformations, if it's not curve, if it's cornered shape, you can fix it like this, and then maybe you can smooth the area, and then you can test it. Sorry. No. Okay. No problem. But you got the point. I can show you my sculpts. It happens. No problem. It happens. I can show you how I sculpted them for the golem character so that you will be able to see exactly how I did it. Also, I can show you again the result that I did. So I will go here and inside here, melt shapes. Okay. I will enable teeth, eyes, and okay. So I sculpted like this, and I can show you compare as well. But first, I would like to show you the result. If you didn't see it, so I can check. So, okay. In here, I try to recreate the Hobbit scene as much as I can. So, because I sculpted everything really similar to the Metahuman shapes, I can catch those subtle movements, those little movements on the lips while I'm doing like this kind of shapes. It all catches those shapes with the correct like this. So this is obviously my sculpting skills. It can be way much better. This is about my time that I spent. This is my time. This is the quality that I put. So if you sculpt it better, if you put more time on it, if you sculpt it better, you will get really good results. So as you can see, you can sculpt it to any shape. It's on your hands. It's all in your hands. You can do any quality. So this is brow down, and brow down means I can also show you inside Maya. So these are brow down. And in the controllers, it also says brow down. And when we move them, as you can see, you see that movement. I just get the same shape. I just did the same shape. I just sculpted it, did the similar thing, and I showed you the morph technique. I just imported the natural mesh, compared, do the slider thing, check it on the animation, etc. So this is brow down, this is brow lateral, which is this one, this one here, lateral, and you see that movement and those wrinkles. I try to catch those wrinkles and do the movement, and most of them actually was in the sculpt. I just maybe sculpted small areas and maybe do a little cleanup, nothing too much in here. I just sculpted the mouth a little bit more, but in here I just used the existing shapes mostly. And here is brow raise, cheek double. By the way, brow raise, I can show it to you. Brow raise is this. These four together is brow raise. And Metapipe has a function that splits the shapes to individual shapes, but not every one of them, just the ones that comes with blend shape export, this button. If you exported shapes with this button, then you can split those shapes to each single controller. So these four controllers, this shape, sorry, not this shape, this shape, brow raise. And the good thing is, whilst you sculpting this, you will get 2 more shapes from the combination shapes, actually 3 more shapes, because okay, you will sculpt one shape and you will get this one, and the symmetric versions. This one, we have 4. Also this one together, 5, and this one together, 6. So I said before, there are 700 blend shapes, but in Metapipe you just sculpt one shape and you will get 6 blend shapes done. That is the good part. That is the easy part of Metapipe. That's why I am able to create sculpts easily, fast, while improving the tool, trying to do any other thing, trying to create videos, etc. Any other thing. This is the good part of Metapipe. So, eye cheek raise. This is this controller. Also in the controller you can see the naming. It is eye cheek raise. So most of the controller name matches with the blend shape export namings. Only that mouth area is different. I will show it to you. So I will quickly show the controllers. Eye closed is eye blink, this one. And eye look down is this one. And eye look up, this one. Eye open. I just do it quickly, so maybe you can go back and watch it again. I just do it, that's why. And eye open is the reversed version of eye blink. Same controller, but different shapes. Eye squint is, I guess, this one. This one. And jaw move L. This is this jaw controller. This is jaw controller, and if you move it to the right and left, it moves like this. And if you go to the bottom, it moves like this. And also there are some combination blend shapes while moving to the left and open it. There's a combination blend shape, and Metapipe also covers this, cover it. And jaw open, this one. M funnel jaw open. This is, so if you see jaw open in the blend shape, that means you need to activate the jaw and activate the related blend shape, which is funnel. This one. Funnel, purse, towards. We will see it in here. So funnel jaw open, funnel towards multi. This is combination. Everything is. It's in the name. You can understand it, I guess. If you don't understand it, please tell me. So I can now. I see a question. Is there a list somewhere with what combination blend shapes does Metapipe automatically create, like your blow up example just now? The list actually, not in the internet maybe, but you can take the list when you export it. Actually, this is the list. This is the list of shapes. We export it with blend shape export, and let me see how much shapes in there. So there are 39 shapes exported, and those 39 shapes creates I don't know so much shapes. I guess we need to multiply it with 2 because right and left, and also there are some shapes that has 4 controllers like funnel, purse. Those are, as you can see, those are 4 controllers, but Metapipe handles it as a single mesh. So it's also you're welcome. So it also creates 4 more, etc. So some of them you need to multiply it with 4. And also, I will show a cool thing, a new thing inside Metapipe 2.4 as well. You are able to create those shapes as well, those 2-numbered shapes, or 3-numbered, or 4-numbered. You don't need to sculpt everything from scratch, but you can get great results. Not perfect because it's experimental, but you can get great bases. Even though sometimes I don't change most of them. Some of them, sometimes I change only these ones and I don't touch the other complicated stuff, and still it looks good. So I recommend that first try it with those shapes, and if it is not looking good for you, then go back and try to maybe sculpt more. Okay, so let's go back. Oh, no, okay. Mouth, as you can see, I told you before, mouth 1, 2, 3, etc. This is all related to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8, as I said before. Okay, my camera is killing me. So okay, so this is 7 or 8. Maybe I can move my camera right now. Okay, so this is, let me check. I just need to, okay. Okay, this is 7, and as you can see inside ZBrush, 1, 2, 3, those shapes, 1, 2, 3, and we have also 3, 6. 3, 6 mean 3 and 6 controller activated at the same time, like this. This is 3, 6. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And as you can see, it says it's 8, but it is 7. It's my fault. M funnel, lip pull, and those are in the lists. You can check the name and you will find those ones. They're not that hard. It's like purse towards jaw open. You can understand that. This is purse towards jaw open, everything together, combination. Okay, you understand it. Everything good, everything okay. So let's show you some cool stuff. I go back to save DNA scene, and inside here I will batch import my shapes. I didn't sculpt them, but by the way, you can how you can export them. I can show you. So let's say you sculpted all of them in ZBrush. Just make all of them visible and go here, Z plugin, subtool master, export, and clear. Check this one, this 3 only, clear masking, show hidden points, single polygroup for each subtool, and click OK, and you should export it as OBJ file. Inside here, go to your blend shapes folder. I don't overwrite my blend shapes, just create a new folder and let's say modified. It's not important, you can create any kind of folder. Inside here, just click on save and it will automatically export everything from ZBrush, and then you will go back to Maya in the step of where you save the DNA. You can batch import your sculpted shapes in DNA calibration, output, blend shapes modified, select all of them, import. It will import everything automatically. It may take 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and it's imported. And then you can hide them. And in here, there's a new function. The new function creates those extra shapes, like I showed you before. Those 1, 2, 3, etc. Those combination blend shapes. So let's create those. I will unselect everything. I'm not selecting anything. I shouldn't select anything. And click on blend shape edit. And it asks for, do you want mouth shapes or do you want mouth? In addition to that, jaw shapes. So I guess I didn't show you the jaw shapes. Let me show you first. So these are, let's close. Okay, these are mouth shapes. These like activating 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. And 1, 3, 6, 7. Those are mouth shapes. And also we have jaw open mouth shapes. Every single one of them has a version of jaw opened version, which is jaw open. Also I can hide my lines and unhide my jaw open lines. This is neutral jaw open. Those lines, neutral jaw open. And in here we have jaw open and mouth shape 1 activated, and this is combination. Another combination is jaw and second shape, jaw and third shape, jaw and fourth shape, jaw and fifth shape, and also the combination of those shapes, 1 and 3, 1 and 5, 1 and 6, 1 and 7. It is like nearly impossible for someone to create and edit every single mesh by their own. Which is, we have this function. This function will create all of those shapes, and you don't need to activate every single one of them and export it. It will create it for you. This will create mount or jaw and mouth. I recommend go step by step, because jaw shapes created from mouth shapes, and mouth shapes also created from this sculpted shapes. So first sculpt your meshes, sculpt your expressions, and then create mouth shapes, and then create jaw upper shapes. So I will click on mouth, and it will directly generate every single one of them from your sculpted meshes. But because we didn't sculpted them, they may not be look that great. But if you sculpt them, great. Well, actually, not bad. You see? Yeah, just a little tiny issue, but I think because it's coming from the these ones. If we sculpt them, great. I think we don't get issues. So make sure everything looks great and clean in terms of topology, and just you can check the original shapes and try to mimic them. And I can show you also my sculpted fixed shapes of those mouth shapes. By the way, it looks maybe too much for you, but it took me like maybe 2 days of sculpt, 1 or 2 days of sculpt everything. It doesn't take too much time when you compare it with real studio pipeline. Like studios sculpting on them like months, weeks, months, but you just need to sculpt on them like, I don't know, 2 days, 3 days. If you're a beginner, let's say 5 days, but not weeks and not months. It's like way better than studio pipelines. Okay, so I will open mouth shapes. These are mouth shapes that I sculpted. As you can see, this is 6 and 7. I don't know if you see the numbers in here, so I will quickly pass them. The logic behind this, I just go here and check my. So in here, I guess I cannot sculpt each one of them, but I can tell you my logic and how I create them, no problem. So this is 6 and 7, and also maybe I can deactivate the jaw lines and activate my natural mesh. So as you can see, I actually check the relationships and move the corners a bit and try to mimic this area. As you can see, let me compare it for you. Okay, so I did very similar thing in here. This shape is this shape, and do you see the corner I have a thickness. It's not coming like this. This is a mistake. Don't do this. Just keep the thickness. Check the thickness of this area. It comes like this. And then comes straight on the middle. Straight on the middle. And shape is like this. And upper lip, inner side is like this. It's all matching, like you see. And maybe you can get that shape as well in here. Like this. So that's all what I did. I can sculpt them like this. And also another trick that I can give you is maybe okay. So another trick I can give you is if it is like 1, 3, the seventh shape, when you add the seventh shape, it actually moves the lower side. So you can maybe sculpt 1, 3, and then to create 1, 3, 7, you can do it like this. This is 1, 3, and you know that this moves the lower lip to the lower part. You can basically go here, duplicate this mesh, just mask this area, and like move it like this. That's easy. You have a new shape, 1, 3, 7. You don't need to sculpt it from scratch. You just mask it, import the previous version, import 1, 3, mask the upper side. Just try to find easier ways. You don't need to create everything from scratch. You don't need to create every single sculpt from scratch. And from here, 1, 3, 7, I can create one of them, one more. If I activate the fourth one in here, you see, it's just a small movement on the cheeks. Just a small movement. I can do it, no problem. Yeah, I just did it roughly, but you can do it better. You have now a new shape. It's just took 2 seconds to create a new shape. You don't need to sculpt everything from scratch. So I know it looks complicated, but when you try to find solutions, it is not that complicated, actually. It's just fear of nothing. Okay. And so these are like this, and also I can show you my jaw open shapes. Same logic in here, just import jaw shape, just move the upper lip, you have jaw 1. Move the upper lip to the sides, you have jaw 2, and move to the sides more, you have jaw 3, etc. Very fast, you don't need to spend too much time on it. And okay, this is jaw open with 1, 3, 6, 7 shapes. These are my sculpts. These are all my sculpts that I created. You can do better. I just spent very less time. And Okay, so let's say we created all of those blend shapes. I think I talked too much for the blend shapes. And if you have questions, I can reply, or if you want me to show you some demonstrations of something, I can show you, no problem. But for now, I think everything is clear. How we use these new mouse shapes, blend shape editor. Okay, I can show you. You deleted the message, I don't know, but I will show you how we will use this right now. Okay, let's create a clean scene, saved scene. I just clicked on 3 dots and opened my saved scene. And disable my joints. Okay, so I will batch import my modified shapes. I will select all, import. Okay, so now I have all of those shapes, including jaw opens, as you can see right here, jaw open shapes, and mouth combination shapes that I sculpted. And I select everything that I got. And maybe I can hide eyelashes. I don't use either eyelash. And now we can see the results in real time. So I will select all of them and just click blend shape edit, and it will do it for you. So you can also check the blend shapes while editing. It's in real time. You will see them in a bit. As you can see, if you see any bad deformation while running this code, then you go to ZBrush, or maybe if it's an error, something like this, you can come to Discord, etc. But as you can see, it is changing the mouth combination blend shapes as well. These are combination blend shapes of mouth, and also it will change the jaw open combination blend shapes in a short time. And while it's changing, you are seeing the results. It's working while you are checking it. All working, all okay. You see the results. And yeah, you just grab a coffee or grab a glass of water maybe, and just watch it until it finishes. It just takes maybe 1 minute, 1.5, I don't know. And as you can see, those are jaw open shapes. After that, I will show you the groom part. After this one, I will first export this as an FBX file, and then I will show you the grooming, how you can export the hair stuff, the eyelashes, eyebrows, etc. You can also check that one as well. And after that, I will try to set up inside Unreal Engine. Hope it won't crash, because I don't know, my computer crashes every time I open Unreal Engine. If it doesn't crash, I will show you everything inside Unreal Engine as well. So let's check our blend shapes, and it's working and it is looking great. And I can also activate all of them together as a combination shape, and it is working. And if I disable one of them, it is also working. So yeah, it looks satisfying for me, at least for this amount of work. It is of course satisfying. It can be better for sure, but just I don't have that much time right now. But yeah, these are working, blinks working, but as you can see, those meshes are not working because those meshes doesn't have any blend shapes, and only cartilage have blend shapes. You can sculpt cartilage, but as you can see, you don't have eye shell, you don't have eyelashes blend shapes, so that you cannot edit them directly. There's a way to edit them. You just need to go to control rig or inside Unreal Engine, and you need to create it by your own, but it requires a little tiny technical knowledge. So maybe you can, I may not use them, maybe it's not necessary for me. And no, okay. So I can use the new script, which I can reset my controllers. I click on C, and it resetted our controllers. So I also can explain these buttons as well. I never explained it actually. I put it there, but I never explained it. Okay, so let me explain those buttons. Let's create an object, or you can do it with Metahuman topology as well, but not important. So this lock button is unlocks the translations, which is, you see Metahuman have locked translations. If I click on unlock, so right now actually I can't move it, as you can see, but if I unlock it, it will remove those blue lines, and I now able to move it. And if I move it to here, I can click on, while selecting it, I can click on C, which means center. It goes to the center, and as you can see, we have scale numbers inside here, which should be frozen when you're doing some work. If you make a freeze transformation, you can click on F, and it is frozen. So those buttons works like this. Okay, so also I can show you how you can use connect rig. Let's create a box like this, and let's make it freeze. If I select this one, and if I want to connect it to the head joint, I just click on connect rig, and it says head, torso, arms, legs, etc. We don't have the body yet, we cannot assign it to the body yet. If we have, we can. I choose head, and then it asks to me, is it for eyes or teeth? Teeth lower, head. Let's bind it to the teeth lower. Maybe it's a teeth mesh. So let's say if it's a teeth lower, I click on this, and now if I move jaw joint, maybe it should, yeah, you see? It moves according to the jaw. Yay! Okay, so this is one way, and you can assign it to any other part. That is easy. So if you want to create some hats, glasses, or maybe you can create clothes and assign it to a skeleton, and then maybe you can do a manual skin weight painting. That also works. You can use it as to create a base. And now let's continue with the body. I will show you the fixed pose function, how you can deal with the fixed pose function, etc. So I think, okay, we don't have much to do. I just show you the body. So in here, I will do prepare to export, batch import, import our body. I did it on purpose. I did it like this. I don't want to match the pose yet because I want to show you how we can fix this. So as you can see, the topology is clean, is looking clean, as you can see. And if you have a bad topology, that may cause issues because the posing will look at your, the build body will look at your topology and decides if the joints rotated according to that topology. So let's say if this vertex is not there but it is in here, then the joint will follow that vertex and it will cause a rotation and it will give you some errors. So make sure the topology is clean, everything is linear and everything is vertical, horizontal. Make sure, like in here for example, some of them is not straight lines, but it's still it's looking clean. It's looking clean, no problem. So I will do build body and I will choose fixed pose. And that will calculate our body. By the way, I just did it for example purposes. It should better for you to match the ground with the feet because right now it's floating. So okay, I can click on fixed pose and we can say arms and legs. So, not bad, but we may have issues on the fingers. The other parts okay. The other parts are okay. But we have some issues in here. So it has a quick fix. Maybe I can export this one. Export selection. Documents, body, let's say body 2, export selection, and import it as body 2. So, enabled my symmetry. All I need to do is check the topology first, make sure the topology is clean. I just move it like this. I just need to need to match the topology. This happens because of the some topology issues like this. And make sure your topology also clean. Right now it is not clean, as you can see. I can clean it like this. Yeah, just fix it in that pose. And you have this pose. You have Metahuman pose right now. You just need to fix those shapes, those little shapes, and fix the topology maybe, and you will be fine. And export this, and just go back to the saved DNA. I won't do this because I just don't want to waste time, but just go back to save DNA and do the prepare to export process again and build body and build this mesh for that time. Use fixed pose function and everything is okay. So we need to fix the seam area, seam fix. Let's click on seam fix. And by the way, let's check our joints. Also, I want to show you something. When we rotate it, you see that black deformation. This is because of the locking of vertex. It is inside Maya. It's not visible inside Unreal Engine. It's necessary to transfer the vertex normals. So don't be panic if you see it like this. It's normal. So CFX is okay, and now we need to assign materials for each part. For the body, I only export the body, so I don't need to assign materials actually. But sure, why not? We can assign it. Select all of them, click on material assign, and this is necessary if you want to assign different materials inside Unreal Engine, so that Unreal Engine should recognize each one of shapes as a different single separate shape. So one last thing before the export. Right now everything is looking great, I guess. We need to assign display vertex color map, which will save us from the seam fix inside Unreal Engine. I will import, go to CDNA calibration, data, VTX color, and I didn't select the head mesh, sorry. Select the head mesh, paint vertex, import vertex color, and you should see it like this. If you see it like this, then one last thing, maybe checking your export settings. Do you want to export everything in here? Maybe you can uncheck eye, edge, and cartilage, which is I won't use them because of the blend shape thing. I don't use cartilage, eye edge, eyelashes, and eye shell. So I can export it directly from here. And that's all the process inside Metapipe, actually. And okay. So now I'm going to show you how we can export Groom, the XGen part. And then after that, we will go back to Unreal Engine side and set up our character if it's not crashed. Okay. I will open my XGen scene. Don't save. Okay, so we don't need Metapipe in here. I will close this. This is my head mesh. This is Metahuman topology head mesh. I just created the XGen. If you don't know how to create this, you can check YouTube tutorials for this. I won't cover this part, but just create some grooms inside XGen. I use this like that. And for the hair, I created like this. Just a couple of hairs. What we do is okay, inside here, inside the collection, we have hair, brow, and hair 2, which is hair and hair 2 represents the hair, two different descriptions for one hair and a brow description. So first thing we are doing is we created this, we added modifiers in here, we can do anything in here. We just adjusted the density, adjusted the width, length, everything we did in the descriptions of the XGen. And after we finished it, just select all of them first and go to generate, convert to interactive Groom. You need to convert them to interactive Groom first. And let's click on convert. And then I will select both of them, the ones that a single mesh, like hair is a one thing and eyebrow is another thing. So hair 1 and hair 2 can be exported together and brow exported as a separate mesh. So I click on hair to hair descriptions, interactive grooms, click on generate, and inside here cache, and I will click on export cache, but this box in here, and make sure the settings are like this, the current frame, and the settings like this. Write final width, which means we adjusted the width inside this Maya scene. So if you want to use this exact same width inside Unreal Engine, you should write final width so that you don't have to set up it again inside Unreal Engine. And click on export. And then inside here we can maybe go here and say hair alembic. It says it's export it as alembic file, and go back to here, cache, export cache, and export it as separate brow alembic file, and we are good. It's all okay. Maya part is finished. It's nice. Let's go to Unreal Engine. Hope it not crashes. And sometimes, by the way, my computer completely frozen and just closes everything. If it happens, just know that Unreal just crashed my PC. So I think my camera is again lost, but no problem. Okay, in here I will create a new scene, which we can create maybe the Metahuman scene. I mostly create this one, or maybe I can check my okay. Where is this? Okay, I mostly use Metahuman's one. You can create this blank scene as well, no problem. You just need to enable Metahuman plugins, etc. But I mostly use Metahuman's scene because there's an animation inside there as well. Also, I use Metahuman lighting scene, which is, I don't see in here. Okay, this is here. Metahuman lighting scene and Metahuman scene. You can find it on the marketplace of Unreal Engine. I will create a project, maybe create it as 5.4. Let's say 5.4. Hope you not crash. Okay, Metahumans, let's say this Metahuman live stream. And let's create this, and I will open that one. Okay, we need to wait. While we're waiting, maybe I can close this. What we can do? Okay, I showed everything in here. Also, I closed the scene, but okay, never mind. So, inside here, let's go to settings and thumbnail size, large, small, small, small. Okay. This is my layout. Maybe yours is different. You can find everything inside here. So I can hide them maybe. And also I can reduce the speed of the camera. Also, maybe I can delete them. Okay. Okay, I deleted them. I don't need them. And first thing first, I need to open my Quixel bridge. And I will put my password. So I will change the screen for a second. I need to put my account. I need to sign in. Okay, what was my password? Is this one? Okay, nice. And so in here I open my local Metahumans. You need to download your Metahuman that you used inside Metapipe process. You need to use same Metahuman, and which is in here. I have two and I don't have. Okay, I guess, is it this? No. Is it this? No. I think it is this, I hope. Okay, I'm adding it to the scene and it says that missing project settings. We need to maybe assign it. It says project settings, platforms, windows, project settings. Platforms, windows. We need to click on this, and I think I need to restart it. Okay, I think I need to restart it, but also maybe I can enable some plugins inside here as well. I need to check the alembic for the hair. You need to enable this one for the import of the Groom. Do we have Metahuman plugin? We don't have the Metahuman plugin as well. We can enable it and restart now and save selected. Okay. By the way, you don't need to use a rigged version of this mesh. You just need to get the Actually, you don't have to use exact same mesh as well. You just need to use a base for it. You don't need to keep the UVs as well. I'm not sure about topology, but you don't need to keep the UVs. You can change it. Maybe you should keep the topology, I'm not sure. But you can create it, everything with that. Okay. So inside here, let's check our materials. We have custom DNA, which is my DNA. Your DNA is different. Inside here, I will first go to content. I will create a new folder. I will say this as meshes. Inside the meshes, let's create a new mesh that says DNA. This is preferences. You can create different folders or maybe not at all. So go back to output folder of DNA calibration where our FBX files are exported, and go to body FBX, head FBX, and let's go to head FBX first. Let's import it in here, and we will check some settings inside the import settings. Hope it's not crashed. Okay. Face archetype skeletons first, and then go to advanced settings, import morph targets. Morph targets are important. Import normals for the normal method and built-in, or import normals and built-in, you should choose. Create physics assets as face archetype physics, and for the materials, I don't create any material, I don't create textures, and I can export, I can import like this. Okay. I'm just having a heart attack if it's going to crash or not. Okay. Import all. Hi, everybody. My computer crashed. I just get blue screen. So I think I may not continue with the Unreal process, but I can show you a tutorial for it. I can show it from the tutorial, and then I can finish the live session, no problem. And okay, and inside so inside this channel you can find the related tutorial of Unreal setup. I was going to do the same thing, but you can watch that one as well. No need to do this in real time. And let me check that one first. And Unreal Engine custom Metahuman setup. Inside the Metapipe 2.4 playlist, you can find this video and open this up. It's very easy actually. You just import the body FBX and head FBX inside here, and inside head FBX file, there are some settings, which I did before, and get the crash. Import morph targets, import normals, and for the import generation method built in. I don't create materials, etc. I imported that, and it looks like this if it wasn't crash. You are just going here and open this section, etc. You need to set recomputations to green. You need to do this setup inside here, and then you can just watch this video. I don't need to explain every single thing, I think. And then you can either get those materials from original Metahuman blueprint by opening it inside here as edit blueprint. You can drag the Metahuman inside the scene and edit blueprint. You can find the location of those shaders and assign it to your mesh shaders. Inside here you can see the namings as well: head LOD, teeth LOD, saliva LOD. You can match same shaders to the meshes, and then you may get this kind of seam gaps. There's an easy fix inside the material. You just import, just open the material settings and go to neck height ramp, neck height scale, make both of them 0, and ta-da, you have great seam. And it looks a little bit weird with the human shader, but we have a great body. For the Groom setup, I can recommend 2 tutorials, which is one of them I use is this one, and the other one is this one. So this is Jay Hill's tutorial, which is a really great tutorial. You can check this one as well. I learned from this video, and you can create also the materials as well by yourself. You can do the transitions, and it also shows you how you set up your Alembic files, Groom files inside Unreal Engine. This is a great tutorial, and also when you do this tutorial, you may get some error. With that error, you can watch this one, because sometimes the Groom disappears because of some Unreal settings. You need to enable some settings, skin cache especially. You need to enable skin cache, and after that you will see your Groom, and it will attach to your head mesh, and you will be able to use your Groom with your Metahuman. If you want to use existing hair or Groom, then you need to create bindings, and with those bindings you need to make your custom mesh as target. You can also search it as create bindings for this inside Unreal Engine, create bindings for Groom. You can search for it. And yes, I think that's all I covered, I guess. Oh, okay. I didn't expect this. Okay. I think it's all covered. Let me check if you have any questions, and then let's close this live session. So, yeah, maybe. Do I have anything? Okay. Cool stuff, but obviously Maya's days are numbered. Why not make your cool plugin Houdini based? Side effects and Epic now partners. I wish, because right now DNA calibration tools, because of the Unreal Engine side, Epic Games side, they don't release it other softwares. They only release the DNA calibrations tools to the Maya, and that's why Metahumans and Quixel Bridge only works inside Maya. I wish there was a solution for Houdini also, I would definitely create a tool for that as well. But right now I cannot reach the data through Houdini or through Blender. That's the reason I cannot do it. At least I don't know how to do it. I'm just an artist. I'm not a coder or developer or something else. It's basic artist. Something to think about. Okay, we are back again. You are a Python guru, right? I'm not a Python guru. I learned Python 1 year ago while developing Metapipe, actually. I didn't know Python at all. I didn't know coding at all. I just learned it while checking DNA calibration tools and while trying to understand DNA calibration tools. I don't know any coding, so I learned it, and while developing Metapipe, I just improved it and get better on it. Can you please also show material setup for the textures for Unreal? I wish. I would wish. I would want that because I cannot open. I'm afraid to open Unreal Engine because I don't want to get blue screens anymore. But for the texture setups, maybe I can create a video for you. Maybe I can create a separate video for the channel if you follow the channel, and if you like the video, if you follow the channel, I can, of course, I can maybe record a video for that. And also, is there a way to add displacement map? By the way, why I don't? Okay. Okay. Also, is there a way to add displacement map? Probably yes, but I don't know, honestly. I know that inside Unreal Engine there is some options for displacement maps, but I don't know how to set up it. I don't know much about Unreal Engine. I just know the Metahuman setups. Normally I don't use Unreal Engine that much. I just use Maya and sculpting tools. Is there a way to have control rig in multiple characters to animate in Maya like a fight scene? Yes, if you drag and drop a couple of Metahumans, you can do a fight scene or any other interaction scene with those. And when I first load the Metahuman scene, as you may see, there were two Metahumans in the scene at the same time, which is one is Ada and the other Metahuman was I don't remember, but one is Ada, one more male character inside Unreal Engine, so you can have multiple characters at the same time. And if you load them inside Sequencer, you can get two different control rigs. Okay, so I guess all okay. Okay, then if you don't have any questions, I think I will close it from here. So thank you for joining today, and that's it. Good luck with your Metahumans, and bye.
A spell that transforms humans to anything, and you turn